Chicken cacciatore. So tonight we're making chicken cacciatore. It's a dish I used to eat when I was in the Army. So I just looked on the internet, wanted to see, what other people were doing with it. The only time I really ate it was like in a DFAC. So that was definitely not a culinary dish. And then they also had it in the our MREs, which is meals ready to eat, when I was in the Army. So I just wanted to try it out, and hope you enjoy the video. First, you're going to have to cut up a bunch of vegetables. I start off by browning my chicken. First thing I do is I season it, lightly seasoned, just salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Put it in a hot skillet. Want to brown it on both sides. I'm using chicken breast. Most people used chicken thighs for this recipe. I'm going to brown it about 2 to 3 minutes on each side and remove it from the skillet. Again, you're going to have to be careful not to overcook it, because it's also going to be cooking in the sauce for about 15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. Then I'm going to go in with my mirepoix. Mirepoix is just a bunch of vegetables. I used carrots, celery, and also onions, but I also added green bell pepper and garlic to mine. Then I'm going to season that with salt, pepper, and garlic. Then I'm going to wait for a little while before I put the garlic in, because I don't want to burn it. Just going to saute it just a little bit till it's brown on both sides. Then I'm going to add in some mushrooms, probably about 8 ounces of mushrooms. But I'm going to add some whole tomatoes, just the cherry tomatoes. Let them start to cook down. Once that's all cooked down, I'm going to add some tomato paste. Get that off my spoon. I'm going to stir that around and mix that in really well. And then next, we're going to add in some red wine. Use whatever red wine you have available. This is just the seasoning. I only used Italian seasoning, and also you're going to have to use some red pepper flakes unless you want to put an actual pepper in it. There's only a couple of things that are authentic with chicken cacciatore. Peppers and mushrooms is what they are. I'm using San Marzano tomatoes, and for some reason I love smashing these things with my hands before I put them in the skillet. You stir them around. Now I'm going to pour the drippings off of the chicken that I'd already browned on both sides, and stir that around really well. Next, I'll add the chicken back to the mix. As I'm adding the chicken, I'm just kind of fitting it into the skillet and pouring the rest of the juices. And the final thing I'm going to throw on is a can of olives. These are sliced black olives. Then I'm going to cover that and let that simmer for about 15-20 minutes. If you use thighs, you can do it longer. Now I'm going to cook my pasta. These are the rigatoni noodles I'm going to use. I like kind of the bronze die cut type of noodles. They just taste better. I feel like they're better made. I don't know. I'm going to pour these into your salted water. Pour pasta water. You're going to salt it as much as you think you need to, and then you're going to give it a little bit more. Once the pasta's done, I'm going to plate this up. You can put some of the sauce on the plate directly, and then place the pasta on top of the sauce. Then just going to throw the chicken out there, a couple pieces of chicken. Cover it with this sauce. This sauce was amazing. You can use white or dark meat chicken. You have to be careful with white meat chicken so you don't dry it out. And this is what it looks like when you're all done. It was so good. So if you like that video, smash that like button and give me a follow.